Hey, so welcome to this unboxing of a couple of charity direct mail pieces where we look at two different charity mailings that I've received in the post and just kind of have a little bit of chat about them. So obviously this December we're in the Christmas season. The Christmas appeals are starting to come through very thick and fast. Most charities will send something out at Christmas. Some charities it's the only time they send something out. So this is from Sightsavers in Ireland. And you can see straight away it's very clear on the envelope that it's going to be a €15 ask, or that's going to be the base ask. It's a good picture on the front. You know, it gets the emotions going. Full colour. With your help, Christmas wishes can come true. Now, if we open it up and have a look inside, what have we got? We've got the reply slip. We've got the postage paid envelope. Good. And we've got the letter. So here's the letter coming through. Dear Mr. Scriver, I never really like letters that are Mr. I always think you use the first name. You can see the font is maybe a little bit small. It's a sans serif font as opposed to a serif font, which is a pretty bad idea. So someone who's designed this probably doesn't have a huge amount of experience with writing these things. Dear Mr. Scriver, this Christmas you can give a gift that will last a lifetime. €15 can help save a child's sight. Will you give the best present ever? So they're going for €15. Now, this charity I used to donate, I'm a lapsed donor. I used to be a €5 a month donor. So €15, maybe that's not too bad, but I get the impression it's not customized because what you have is an envelope with a fixed €15 ask there. So it's probably a blanket ask amount to everyone as opposed to customized based on my giving history. The other thing here worth noting is right under my address is my supporter number. And I hate that. I hate when charities put the supporter number there. You should never put your supporter number so visible. It makes donors feel like they're just a number, a statistic in your database. You got to ask, what is the purpose of this? If I post in my donation, I'm not going to give the supporter number. If it's on the reply slip, then maybe you have it there subtly, but to have it up there in my address, it's really it's too in my face. If you have to have it on your letter because you think you're going to use it, then put it somewhere a bit more subtle, or I do mine in like a grayscale so you can hardly see it. So we got a 2-page letter here. Goes on, I'm going to read it like a donor would read it. I read the beginning. I'm just flicking through. It's coming from a fundraising manager. There's a PS. Every day another child goes blind from cataract. Is that a sentence? Please send €15 today to help the surgical kit needed. So we got some nice photos in there, nice captions. Again, the text is pretty heavy, so no one's going to read that full thing. We're going to skim for the first 8 years in life. Here's the bold bit. And it is people like you who make wishes like this possible. So please make another child's wish come true. Thank you. Okay. So, nothing's really grabbed me there. A few things stand out in terms of that it's, there's nothing really there to draw me in. I don't like the supporter number. I don't like the address to Mr. Scriver. There's no indentations in the paragraphs. There's not enough of a margin. There's not enough white space. The font is too small. I've been having this conversation recently with John Lepp, and he's one of the experts on it. But everyone agrees that a longer letter is better, and a bigger font is better. And so what you could have done with this quite easily is turn this into a 4-page letter, and just make the font bigger and space it out a lot more. So I'm interested to hear about the results there. There's the reply slip. Yes, I want to give €15 or other pretty small spaces to fill in this stuff, but it's trying to capture everything, which is great. Bit of information there about tax effective giving, and again a repeat of the photo. So it's definitely I mean, I'd say definitely everyone's getting this €15 thing, even though I have a history of giving. Your gift could help provide more vital surgical kits. Your gift could help provide more vital surgical kits. I mean, Sightsavers have the easiest ask in the world, don't they? To give someone their sight back. So that surgical kit, I would like to get away from that and just really make it a bit simpler in terms of giving someone sight back. Okay, now on to the next mailing, which is from the Masters, Merchants Key Island. I've lost the envelope. I don't know where it is. But let's have a look at what they're sending. So there's a bit of a bulkier pack here. They're putting a bit more money into it, but they know what they're doing. They get great response rates, great stuff coming back. I'm a past donor of Merchants Key as well. So a bit of Irish, lovely. The Book of Thanks, so they do this at Christmas. And this is like a 4-page, almost like a newsletter, but it's all about thanks. Most of Christmas we are grateful for you, light in the darkness. So this is all about me, the donor. We are thankful for a place they can begin again. We are thankful there is time to tell their stories. To give to the Christmas match by phone. Okay, so they're taking it by phone. Here's the ask, €35. Give by 31st December and double your donation to €70. Okay, we'll get back onto that, but let's have a look at the letter. So in the letter, we've got a post-it on the cover, which is always a nice little lift. You know, that initial looks handwritten. A beloved Christmas tradition at Merchants Key. The tea enclosed is my gift to you. May it fill you with warmth as you read. That's nice. And so they've included an actual tea bag in here. Which is a nice little touch. It sits nicely with what their work is. It's a nice little premium, which is going to boost their results. It's obviously a bit of a cost, but I believe they've tested this tea versus no tea, and it makes sense for them. It increases it. People love it. So you can see font is much bigger here than on the Sightsavers one, and then even in the letter it's a little bit bigger. They've used the serif font. They've got the big indentations. Dear Simon, you may not remember your last gift to Merchant Keys, but we remember you. So they're trying to get me back reactivated. And you can see this is much more skimmable. Really short sentences, short paragraphs. Now it was gone. And then you're kind of going back and saying what was gone. John had taken to the streets. That sleeping bag felt like the only thing he'd left in the world to cover him. So they're talking about a person who's homeless here, who's lost the sleeping bag, and already that starts to trigger this emotion in you. Decades young, in the absolute blackness of that same winter night, Rory stands alone. He's like a little boy, his jacket too thin, his trousers frozen with mud. And you can see already as I'm starting to read this, I'm starting to get pulled in a little bit. Even though I'm trying to flick through and do a short video, I actually kind of want to read this whole thing. But let's carry on. Here's signed by the CEO. Whatever you give, it's a chance, a start, a beginning. P.S. Double your donation. And this is one of the key things that really any charity can do with one of their corporate donors or one of their major donors is leverage their money to match gifts. So look, a special bequest supporter. So this is someone who's left it in their will. Generously match your donation up to €50,000 at no extra cost to you. And research shows that by just stating that there's matched giving, that it's going to increase the response rate and it increases what people give. It's a great thing to add into your appeals because it's going to boost your numbers, and it doesn't necessarily take any extra work or any cost to you. But that's a lovely little letter, 2-page letter along with the 4-page newsletter. Here's their reply slip. We've got the monthly giving in here, and on the back is a one-off donation, 35, 50, €100. Yes, I'm replying by 31st December, so they got a deadline on it. I want to have my donation doubled to help people who are hungry and homeless in Ireland this Christmas. They also include these little Christmas doves. What are these? Are these for my Christmas tree, or are these to send back? Keep the dove below for yourself, and then write your message on this one. And this is I love doing these, and good fundraisers love doing these. Asking for a message to be sent back because it increases the engagement, increases your response, and it's something great that you can then put up in your offices. You can share on social media. You get some really inspiring stuff in here if you ask people simply to write a little message back. And then here's a beautiful reply envelope, deadline, midnight. Da, da, da. One of the things I love about the reply envelope is this. Your stamp here provides a cup of tea. Love that. Did you remember to write your Christmas message for a man or woman at MQI? That's Merchant Ski and Sightsavers. Let's see you next time.